Hello everyone and welcome back to another Train Sim World 2 video. Today we are on the rapid transit. It's been a while. It's been a little while since we've been on this route. I don't know how long specifically, but I know it's been a while. We're going to be trying it out on the next gen version, see how it's like. Obviously this is one of the oldest routes in Train Sim World. In fact, this is the oldest German route in the game. Another one coming in. But yeah, you may notice it's a very similar train to the one on the Schnellfahrstrecke because this is the Talent 2. Or as it's known here, the 1442. But still a Talent 2. We're in the 3-car one, obviously 3-car unit, but a 6-car train. And we'll be taking it to Leipzig Messi on the S6 service. So I think we are pretty much ready to go. I had this on the last one, release handbrake. What did I do? Like, last time I did something and we shut off. Oh, what did I do? I know what I did, but then I can't remember what I did. What did I do on the last one where we literally all of a sudden just went? Oh yes, the pantograph. There we go. Right, let's go. Next station stop is Mackelberg Großtal Town Platform 2. Let's go. But yeah, obviously this is the oldest German route in the game, but still up there with one of the best ones. It's a brilliant route. Let's unrelease ourselves quick. There we go. I don't know why it's saying 55 on there. Yeah, why is it 55? That's the heavy freight speed limit. Okay. Well, that means we're restricted to 100 kilometers an hour. Maybe it's just for this bit. I don't think you can change the PZME mode on this one. Yeah, because obviously this would be only passenger, wouldn't it? Don't know. Anyway, it's not too far to our first stop, which is Mackelberg Großtal Town. And yes, I know I'm making a hash of the names. But yeah, I just thought we'd come back on this route, because obviously on the Riesa to Dresden route, we're actually getting the 3-car Talent 2. But obviously, well, pretty much almost completely different. But still, I thought we'd come on in it. Have a little look. Yeah, but this route was actually one of the base routes for Train Sim World all the way back in 2018 when the game first released to consoles. I remember it was the Great Western Express, the Rapid Transit and the New York Northeast Corridor. I think this was actually the second route. Yeah, because I remember I started on Great Western Express and was on that for literally 2 weeks non-stop. And then I was like, okay, I sort of want to try another route now. So I remember seeing, oh, Rapid Transit, this seems fancy, you know, the Talent 2, electric. And I think for some reason it reminded me of the Class 700, which at that time was fairly new. So I remember playing this route so much. I remember literally doing like 2 return journeys, which took like 4 hours just in the evening, at night. And really enjoying the route. And after that, I went on to the Northeast Corridor, New York. But yeah, it's a brilliant route, this one, and it's probably one of the routes with the most variety to it in terms of sort of the terrain and, well, not the terrain, but the areas you sort of operate in. Because this first bit here is fairly, this is urban. We are literally in the middle of the city, driving through, and then once we get to Leipzig MDR, we then actually head down into the tunnel, which is almost like the underground pretty much, for sort of another 10 minutes, and then you're out on sort of the high speed bit, well, just after Leipzig Messi, you're sort of on the high speed bit up to Bitterfeld, and after that you're sort of just onto a normal sort of speed, 120 kilometers an hour through the countryside. Yeah, it's got a lot of variety, this route. And it's also got one of the best German Loco DLCs you can get available for it. Obviously that being the DB-BL182. Which pretty much, if you get it on here, it then layers onto every single German route. So getting the route even for that is brilliant. Let's go. 1.7 kilometers to Mackelberg. And the speed is 100... and what's that, 120 at the moment, which it looks like we can only get up to 100 because, yeah, we're in PZB mode with the freight one, the heavy freight one. Although we could test. Shall we give it a test? It shouldn't bring us to an emergency stop if we go above 100. We'll just put the emergency brakes on until we're below 100. Well, that's not far to the next stop, so maybe we'll just keep it as it is at the moment. Cool. Obviously, yeah, this line also has been updated, so it's got PIS, working level crossings, to it. That was fairly recently. I say recently, it probably was 2-3 months ago. I think it was actually that long ago. But yeah, this now has PIS on it. So we'll have a little look in a second. Obviously, a whole new timetable as well, because you do actually still get the old timetable on this route as well. It's a bit like if you run Diesel Legends. Obviously, you can pick what timetable you want on the Great Western. You can even go for the modern day timetable or the 1970s one. It's like that. So you get the sort of older 2017 timetable, and then the 2021 timetable. And here we are. Cool. And I was actually looking at the timetable, and this service, well, you can now do Talent 2 services all the way up to Dessau. So this train from, I think it was Leipzig Konnewitz to Dessau, which I'm pretty certain on the last gen version you can't actually do. I don't think you can do that anymore, because you have to go back to the old timetable to do that. So I don't know if there are sort of more services for next gen and PC. I'm not too sure. Maybe it's just been updated since there was last on it. Right, 999 metres to Mackelberg Nord. Let's go. But yeah, you can see the route map. It's a very long route. It takes about an hour and a half to go from one end to the other. I mean, when you look at this, you're like, oh, okay, it looks like a fairly short route. No, it's not a short route. It's a very long route. Right, let's go. Got the horn as well. So yeah, it's my first time playing it on this one. That's why we're getting all the rewards coming up. Let's go. So what's the station after this? After this, it's then Leipzig Konnewitz. Yes, there we go. I believe we're going to Leipzig and Messe. There's the tunnel section there. Yeah, Leipzig, Messe, and then we're going into the head shunt. So I'm guessing, yeah, we go there, and then it will obviously then go back to Gatine. Right, here we are, arriving bang on time pretty much. Well, by the time we've got there and stopped, it should be pretty much bang on. Awesome, here we are. And the 6-car train's only just about fit in the platforms. Right, here we are. Yeah, but I believe Mitteldeutchland, I'm sure yeah, it's sort of just the middle of Germany they operate, I think. So Leipzig, I think even on the game called The Bus, it's Mitteldeutchland, that's set in Berlin. Someone tell me, where is Mitteldeutchland? It's the same company as DB, as you can see here, that part of Deutsche Bahn. Well, probably that means part of Deutsche Bahn. But it's just a slightly different, like a sub-company, S-Bahn, Mitteldeutchland, which I'm guessing is just simply middle. I suppose it sort of makes it different from the others, so... Cool. Let's get the door shut, and it's Leipzig Konnewitz next, which is sort of like which pretty much is the other terminus, well, the main station where a lot of trains stop at. You get a fare through which terminate there. Right, let's go. Let's get to Leipzig Konnewitz. So yeah, we're pretty much going from Mackelberg-Gaschwitz up to Leipzig through the tunnel, and then pretty much just on the other side of the tunnel, we then obviously stop at Leipzig Messe, which I always think is like a French place, Leipzig and Messe. Off we go. Let's get that up. Shall we attempt to go above 100? Yeah, we have got the 55 PZB limit, unless it's different on this route. I'm not too sure. But let's attempt to go above 100. Let's see what happens. The emergency brakes will probably come on. Let's do it. No, maybe not. Okay, maybe yeah, maybe just on this route the PZB system works slightly differently. I suppose maybe because the braking is very good on these things. Maybe it gives you less of a, distance to get down to the limit. I don't know. Right, here's Leipzig Konowitz. Bring that down. It's quite a cool station, this one. And yeah, a lot of services do terminate here in the middle platform. I wouldn't be surprised if one's just left, so we'll have to follow it. Let's bring that down. Hello everyone, we have arrived. Cool. But I remember the first time I actually played this route. It's a bit like on the West Somerset, but we'll get to that in a second. I remember I got down sort of this station, I was like, oh, this must be the end of the route, because, well, I suppose I didn't really check the route map back then. But yeah, I remember just thinking, oh, this is like the end of the route. Then I went back up to the Dessau, and then on the next service, I went past this place, and I was like, oh, okay, well, we're going into a whole different area. At least I think I think it's this one. And then same sort of thing on, here's the PIS on here. And then same sort of instance for West Somerset Railway. I remember doing a service from Minehead to Bishop's Lydeard and being like, oh, quite cool, that was a nice journey, that's the end of the route there. And then seeing another service saying Norton Fitzwarren. I was like, hang on, where's Norton Fitzwarren? No, I think on that time I did look at the route map and I was like, hang on a second, what is that station down there? Then went to service mode to see if there was any trains down there, and yeah, there obviously was a couple of services. Right, 2.1 kilometres to Leipzig MDR, which I've been told quite a few times is actually a radio station, hence the name MDR. I'm guessing it's called, I'm going to have a completely random guess here. I'm guessing it's called Mitteldeutchland Radio. I mean MDR, Mitteldeutchland Radio, I'm guessing. Let's get that up. Cool. Yeah, it said half an hour this service. It's been about 13 minutes so far, so yeah, probably will be about another 20 minutes or so. Let's get the speed up. So soon enough we'll be going into the city tunnels, which is quite cool. And I remember when the before Train Sim World 2 released, I remember sort of training for the underground along this section. Cool. But on our way. On 80 coming up. Let's bring that down. There we go. And I can see Dosto, so that means there'll be a 182 and probably on that. And also, if you're on Bristol Nord for the new timetable, you'll actually see the 143 between Bitterfeld and Dessau doing the Halle services, which is quite cool. Hello, other train. Here we are. That was the S2, so that's all come all the way down from Dessau. From here, it's about an hour and 20 minutes. It's a fair distance away. Cool, and yeah, I do have plenty of content on Rapid Transit. It's obviously it's one of the oldest routes, so do go and check that out as well. Pretty much just look up Rapid Transit, the British Ace, it will come up. We've got one where we actually run an ice on here, which is quite fun. We've got a fair bit. Yeah, it's fairly frequent on here. Look, 12:01, 12:06, 12:12. So it's a frequent service, especially in this sort of, well, core section. As it's not the middle section, but this is the busiest section. Yeah, heading out of town, it's slightly less. Cool. Well, here it is, here already coming in. Yeah, I thought that service was done what just left. So there's already another one coming in. Already. And you used to get quite a lot of 3-car talent 2s on here, so I think they're all 6-car now. Obviously 3-car units though. Leipzig by Risha. Let's get going. Yeah, it's a lovely train to drive, the Talent 2. And I think this one actually now has the new Talent 2 sounds. The ones from the Continental Fast Track. I'm not completely sure about that though. But I think it's got the new sounds. If not, this one does have the old sounds. It's been a while since I've been on the other one. Actually, I think this one does have the older sounds. Right, Leipzig by Risha. We're now going into the city tunnels, and we're going very quick as well, so we better bring that down. But yeah, I remember training in here for the Bakerloo line. Obviously, when that got announced back over a year ago now. I mean, it's crazy to think TSW2 has been out for over a year already. Feels like yesterday I was staying up pretty much all night to play it, streaming it. I'm sure some of you people watching were in that first look stream of TSW2. Quite a cool station, this one. This is the Kaplunk station, as I've nicknamed it. Obviously, if you haven't played Kaplunk, it's I haven't played it in ages. What's the best way to describe Kaplunk? Pretty much you get all of these poles here. Just imagine this in some sort of cup, or no, I suppose, I don't know. It's hard to explain Kaplunk, but pretty much you remove the poles, and then I think there's like a ball on top. So whoever obviously makes the ball drop then loses. So you have to take out all of the poles in it. It's almost like Jenga, I guess, but with poles. Yeah, this is the Kaplunk station to me. I'm sure some of you might know it. Just look up Kaplunk and you get what I'm on about. Right, it'll be Leipzig, Wilhelm Leuschner Platz next. Let's go. And we're due in there very soon, so we've got to be quick. Lovely. Oh, the lighting does look much better on this version. Obviously, it's my first time playing it on the next gen version, and yeah, in the tunnel I can already notice a fair difference. On the last gen version, these lights they're pretty basic, there's not really too much to them, but on this one you can actually see sort of the light coming down from them. Which I know it's something little, but you know, it makes it much more feel real. Cool. Yeah, but can you believe it or not, Dostos actually do pass through these tunnels. I remember when I first saw Dostos come into this route, I was like, hang on a second, how are they going to get into the tunnel? They actually fit really easily. If we're lucky, we might see one soonish. It literally is the underground at the moment, fast into stations, and here we are though. Let's have a look. Next one's at 12:21, so still a few minutes. This is the not so nice station. It's just these square lights everywhere. This is my least favourite one out of the tunnel section. And then it's Leipzig Market. So we're due in at Messe at 17 past, so just over 10 minutes, and we're due in there. It does look good though, doesn't it? Sort of, you know, with the green doors, the lime green doors. As I say, pretty much every other German train is red. So it's nice to have a slightly different one, obviously in Mitteldeutchland livery. Right, let's go. Leipzig Market next. And we're doing that 12:07, which you'll be like, wow, not even a minute. It literally is. I can already see it. I'm pretty. No, can I not see it? No. But no, it does look better on the next gen version through this tunnel. I mean, look, you can see the lights properly in the distance. But it's just literally just round this corner. I mean, this literally must be the city centre of Leipzig. And I probably am saying Leipzig wrong, but oh, this is a nice one. Yeah, this is a lovely station. And look at this, it's like that wooden feel. They've all got different feels to it. I must admit, I do like this one a fair bit as well. Here we are, Leipzig Market. Cool. But yeah, if you do want to get this route, it is available to buy. I believe it is £24.99. And would I say get it? Yes, because if you get this one, then you've got the possibility of getting the DBBR 182, obviously the Deutsche Bahn one, which was then pretty much layers onto every other route. So some very good screenshot opportunities in some of these stations. Cool. Right, doors shut, and the next station stop is Leipzig Hauptbahnhof. And I'm surprised I'm running early. Well, not running early, but running to time. So we've got, it's 500 metres or so to the next stop. I mean, some of these are closer than the underground ones. And this is supposed to be pretty much an overground, standard railway. Off we go. In fact, one thing I've never actually done is actually look these stations up in real life. After this, I'm going to look up Leipzig, Luschener Platz or something, just to see what they're like in real life. And what other trains do you get going along here? Even bigger ones? I don't know. I mean, imagine a steam train coming through here. I'm guessing probably... Well, I'm guessing this part of the track is fairly new. I'm guessing before, I suppose, you couldn't go under the city. I suppose you just sort of went into another terminating station, or... Yeah, I'm guessing this is a fairly new bit of track. Or at least newish. It does seem fairly modern, all of this. Here we are, Leipzig Hauptbahnhof. I'm going to look up Leipzig City Tunnel opening and just see if it's on YouTube and it says, I don't know, 10 years ago or something. No, I'll do it on Google Chrome. Let's see when the Leipzig City Tunnel... It does seem new, doesn't it? It does seem like a new thing. I mean, maybe earliest 90s. Let's see, Leipzig City Tunnel. My phone's being slow, so it's just, very slow. Leipzig, we're pretty much ready to go. City Tunnel. City Tunnel. Well, there's two. What? Leipzig City Tunnel Ice and Leipzig City Tunnel 2. Blimey. Construction began in July 2003. So it is a newish line. Okay. The centre S-Bahn. So I wonder what it did before. No, it started in 2003 construction and it opened in 2013. So it is actually a very new bit of track. Cool. So I'm guessing before trains had to terminate sort of, well, not on the opposite side of the city, but... brilliant. Yeah, 15th of December 2013. Lovely. Right, it's fairly slow out of it. I've got a 1000 Hertz magnet. So pretty much when this route is set in 2017. So at the time of this route being set, it's only 4 years old, the tunnel. Fairly steep out of here. But yeah, I wonder what interesting trains have been through here before. Does anyone know? Does anyone local? Has there ever been some sort of special steam express or a rail tour service going through here? Or was it simply just Talent 2s and the Dostos? Right, let's get a bit of speed on us again. Leipzig, Leipzig Hauptbahnhof here, the main station, looking much better on the next gen version as well. Look at that as well, brilliant. Yeah, I think this looks much better. Well, it's Leipzig Nord, then it's Leipzig Hauptbahnhof. It's now 100. Cool, off we go. And Leipzig Nord station. But yeah, it's a lovely route, this one. I thought I'd do it in autumn as well to really show. Well, I don't think we've actually done autumn yet for next gen, but it really does just, you know, all the different colours on the trees, and yeah, it's brilliant. I don't know what this video will be called. Maybe, you know, the autumn talent, or the talent 2, the old talent 2, or so, I don't know. I think of something. The older member, I don't know. Here we are. See, that's the thing with content creating, especially when I've done so many different TSW videos. It's what to call it. I mean, sometimes, you know, you've heard me in videos say, oh, I know exactly what I'm going to call this. But in some, like now, I don't know what I'm going to call this video. Yeah, it's opening up. I don't know, let's have a think. The Mitteldeutchland one. No, I can't have that. The Leipzig talent. Oh, maybe that, Leipzig talent. Or the talent of Leipzig. The talent 2 of Leipzig. I think, yeah, we might go that one possibly. I don't know, obviously you guys will see already. Let's get that shut. So we should be able to see the other train coming in very shortly. Let's go. Full send. 3.7 kilometers to Leipzig Messe. And we then go into the head jump. Let's get going. Cool. So has anyone actually been on one of these in real life? One of these trains? And, well, one of these ones. One of the Leipzig ones. They are nice though. So joining up onto this more sort of main line here. Get a bit of speed on us. I mean, this line literally does connect all the other main lines. So if it does seem like you've got the other rather big line where you've got this line here, you've got the big line here. Oh yes, you've got the big line here. You've got the sort of the other sort of main line that goes up through Bitterfeld. There's so much going on. Oh hello. Oh yes, that's true. Yes, there's LZB on this route. I don't know if you can use LZB. Oh, we can. It just did it for us. I don't think you can use LZB in this one. I don't think you can. I know on the 182 there's LZB. But yeah, there is LZB on this route. Between Bitterfeld and, yeah, Leipzig Messe, I believe. So I didn't want us to go above 100 pretty much. Let's try it again. Let's make it angry with us. Oh no, it's not happy. Sorry, I'll bring it down. There you go. Got a single yellow, which I'm guessing will be for the station. Which looks like, I think I can already see the station. There's a 182. Hello. Hello, it hasn't like that. Alright. It's had a bit of a paddy. LZB. It's not happy with us. But yeah, I still don't really know how to use the LZB on this section. Okay, come, bring us to a stop. Come on then, bring us to a stop. There we go. Release that, and off we go again. Hopefully. Brake pressure's going back up. Well, that's what happens when LZB gets angry with you. It will bring you to a stop. Now that comes down, and then we can get going again. Although it does provide for a screenshot moment So we're clearly whizzing along on this one. Alright, let's go. Go, go, go. Because they only got to 45. Well, there we go. And the magnet's gone now. Screw you. I'm going to go faster. Yes. Here we are, Leipzig, Messi. So I'm pretty certain this line does take you to Berlin, or at least one of the, I know that's the Leipzig-Berlin line. And then from Leipzig, I think it also then goes down to Riese, which obviously is part of the Riese Dresden, which obviously is coming to Trainson World too. That one's off, I think. Has it done it again? Oh, it's done it again. This time for the 500. So as soon as one thing happens, it all goes downhill. But we're in the platform, that'll count. I'm happy with it. Just get the doors open. Sorry, passengers. PZB and LZB both hate me. So I guess this one will be the next S6 time. This one's going at 12:45 again, so you do get a fair break then between services. And that's the controller blimmin' falling to the ground. Brilliant. And shut the doors as well. That's just great. Hopefully you can still hear the game, which you should be able to. Hey, come on, doors, open you get. But yeah, it seems like you get sort of a 20-minute turnaround, so you could sort of sit on this service and just take it back. Wouldn't mind doing that at some point. Leipzig, Messi, head shunt. Let's go. Obviously, you can't go above 20 kilometers, well, 25 kilometers an hour, so we can't go too quick. Otherwise, it will get angry at us again. Right, off we go. Right, 350 meters, just into there, literally just there. What could possibly go wrong now? Right, off we go. We've got 20. And a bit of C for action, yeah, a bit of C for action for us. So yeah, then this thing goes back out. You get quite a few of these turn back sidings on German routes. There's one on obviously Munich to Augsburg. Well, on a fair few. So the first one was on well, the first one you could use was on the Bakerloo. I suppose it saves, you know, the train sitting at the platform. But yeah, that is going to be it, everyone, for today's rapid transit video. So hopefully everyone has enjoyed it. Let's just bring that down a bit more. But yeah, that is it. Thanks all for coming in. Obviously, we'll find a link in the description to the Discord server, to the PayPal, and to the merch store if you do want to help support the channel. So we do actually have 20% off at the moment using the promo code SUMMER20 before the end of summer, which obviously is September the 22nd. But thanks all for coming in, and I hopefully see you next time. See you all. Take care. Bye, guys.